Greetings Java viewers and welcome to the first Minecraft modding for advanced modders tutorial. In this tutorial we're just going to be looking around in the block class and we're going to add some awesome stuff to our block. Now these tutorials will be about dimensions and UIs and it's going to be pretty awesome with this modding for advanced modders series. This is if you've mastered the Minecraft modding for beginners and you basically know how to add all the basic stuff like blocks, tools, armor, mobs and all that good stuff, and food as well, and swords. I could keep going, items, ores, biomes, so yeah, and creative tabs. I think we cover everything there actually. So now we're going to be looking at some more advanced stuff. Now this tutorial, the first one, is probably not that advanced, but it's gonna make your mod a little bit higher quality, I think we could say. So what you want to do is you want to make a new block file. I made Modium Jumper in here. I initialized it in there on 69. I defined it on line 127. I registered it on 159 and I gave it a name on 168. So let's go into the block file and add some cool stuff. So first of all, let me just talk a little about the block. I defined it to have, where is it? There it is. A hardness of 0F, which means if you just hit it with one hand, like bam, it will get destroyed. So that's pretty quick. Also, the material is cloth, so it's very easy to break, I guess. But since we set the hardness to 0, it doesn't really matter what you put here at all. So what you want to do is you want to go into block.java and we're going to be having a look at some of the methods in here. Now one of the cool methods is the onEntity walking, which basically calls whenever an entity is walking on top of this block. This is very awesome if you want to have some kind of trap block, I guess, or landmine. You would be able to use this one, or on block placed whenever the block is placed, or when the block is left clicked. You could add, let's see, what is there more? All these, the render color, the color multiplier, and can provide powder. This is for redstone. It's a little bit more complex. We're going to be covering this in a later tutorial. Also, it's providing strong power, some more redstone stuff. Can silk harvest, which means if you have a silk touch pickaxe, can it harvest the block? Basically what you would do is you would delete this and put true, and then you would put it in your block file instead. But we're not going to be looking at all these. First of all, we're going to be looking at the onEntity walking right here on line 972. Copy it and put it in your block file. Alright. So what you can do here is you can use the power1 world and the power5 entity to adjust the onEntity walking to your liking. So let's go ahead and add something from the world. Let's see what we can add. We can add all these. For an example, if we did raining strength and it's a float and put it as 5F, it would begin to rain whenever you walk on the block, which is pretty cool. You could also add, let's see. There's a lot of things actually. Wow, there's more than I thought. This bar is just seems like there's a lot of stuff like create explosion. We're not gonna be doing this right now. I think we're gonna be covering explosions later on. But for now, let's have a rain that starts and stop at the, exactly almost the same time when it gets created. So what you do is you would do power1 world. The raining strength equals and then a float, so 5F for an example, and there we go. Now I'd also like to add something with the entity, so power5 entity, which is our entity here, and now we can add a dot as well and do stuff with this one like dimension. Oh, we could change the dimension for the entity to be in, which is like a portal, I guess. I'm not sure if that would work. Is that, ooh, we could kill the person. Oh, we could also make him fly around with motion Y, X, and Z. No clip? That seems kind of weird. I guess we could no clip, I don't know. Written by entity. Wow, that'd be pretty weird. So yeah, there's a lot of things in here as well. There's so many. It's like drop item. Let's add the motions so I can just show you that real quick. It's like a trampoline. I like motions. They're awesome, I guess. So we're gonna looking at the motion Y. So what you would do here is you would do plus equals, because we're gonna move the player, and this was a double, so we could put, let's say 3D, because that sounds awesome. It's like 3-dimensional. And what we could do, we should just go in here. I didn't actually make the texture, so it's going to be a black and purple thing, which I am actually going to show you, because I did not show you that before. That is if your texture is not loading correctly, then your block will not be working. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh yeah. Alright, so it's lacking a little bit. It'll be fine. Alright, so here is the medium jumper without a texture. As you can see, I one-hit it, and we get the block. Alright, so now when I walk on it right now, in a second, I should be flying up in the air, probably die from the fall damage, and it should begin to rain. So let's have a look at that. Whoa, it just began to rain, and bam, there we go, hit the ground. Respawn, the rain is gone at the almost exact time it spawns. As you can see, it's just a quick rain that kind of stops. If we have a look here, it stops at the moment after. You see, it was a very quick rain, you know, because it's not a natural rain. We're trying to force Mother Nature into making rains for us, which she doesn't kind of like, as you can see. But yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with this block Java. Add methods into your block. I think this works for items as well, since an item is actually an entity. No, maybe not. Alright, doesn't look like it. But oh, I shouldn't have done that, should I? But yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. More tutorials coming up. It just crashed there. No, it didn't. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye. Now we're gonna search for right. Find right. On block active. There we go. You want to find it.